Coming up, we're going to be talking about Disney potentially selling Hulu. We'll also be talking about a brand new Star Wars series and much more. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On DisneyPlus.com. It's Friday, it's time for a quick Disney Plus news roundup. So let's start talking first off about Hulu, because this past week we had the quarterly financial results. And during the investors call, there wasn't a lot of talk about the Hulu. There was a lot of talk about cutting back on the amount of general entertainment they're making, because they're still going to be curating and still making stuff, but they're going to be a little bit more picky in how much they make, and they're generally going to be trying to make a lot of cost savings from general entertainment. Then the following day, Bob Iger then appeared on CNBC, where he was speaking about a number of different topics, and Hulu got brought up. And during the interview, he was asked about the future of Hulu. And he said, Hulu is a very successful platform, and I think it's a good consumer proposition, but everything's on the table right now. He was then asked about the assumption that Disney was going to be buying out Comcast's stake next year. I'm suggesting that isn't necessarily the case. I'm not going to speculate about whether we're a buyer or a seller of it. I obviously have suggested that I'm concerned about indifferential general entertainment, particularly given the competitive landscape that we're operating in, and we're going to look at it. He also went on to explain a little further, saying there are 7 to 8 platforms in the streaming business alone that are in general entertainment. That's a tough business to be competitively in, and it's not our strongest suit. Now, over the years, we have been speculating, including myself, about the fact of what are Disney going to be doing with Hulu in the future. It doesn't necessarily fit with future plans, to have multiple platforms. We're seeing different streaming services kind of merging. And obviously, internationally, we don't need Hulu. It's already got all the content within Disney Plus, all the shows like Dropout, Only Murders in the Building. So from my point, looking at it from somebody outside the US, I don't think you need Hulu, because ultimately Disney Plus has it all in there. But obviously it's a lot more complicated than that, because Disney own 2/3 of a company that is estimated to be valued at a minimum next year of $27 billion. So Disney will own 2/3 of that, and they'll have to buy out Comcast's stake. So that's based at the bottom rate. Obviously it's valued more. They'll have to pay Comcast more money. There's been a lot of speculation about whether or not Comcast wanted to buy Hulu. Over the last few months, the CEO has been very open about the fact that, almost bragging about the fact, oh, Disney's going to be writing us a big check. Well, now it's all up in the air. We don't know what they're doing. I think Disney are going to be starting to scale back its general entertainment. They're making a lot of it. And when I say that, some people might not necessarily understand, because Disney are making content through FX, 20th Television, ABC, ABC News. You've also got Freeform, the Octave Collective. And then you've got other shows and stuff as well that arrives on Disney Plus. They're making all of this content, and it's going out on all of these different channels, all these different platforms, and it's a bit splintered, but they are spending a fortune creating all this content. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot less of these shows. We're probably going to see a lot less Hulu and Star originals being created. They're going to be much more picky in what they create. So now Hulu is all up in the air. Bob Iger kind of put it out there that they are looking to possibly sell. They're looking at it. Some people want to keep it, some people don't want to keep it. Personally, I think Disney Plus is stronger having general entertainment on there. Obviously, here in the UK, I'm used to seeing that, and I see the strengths that it offers, and Disney have seen that as well. And obviously, just running 2 platforms, there's more costs, more advertising. They've got extra staff they're going to pay for, extra storage. There's a whole host of extra costs involved in running a couple of platforms. But yeah, so things are all up in the air with regards to Hulu. We're definitely in that zone now. Next year is obviously the deadline. But even if Disney was to buy it, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to keep it. But yeah, I definitely feel like the future of Hulu is all up in the air. But I'd love to know what you think of all this in the comments below. Moving on from there, and a couple of quick bites, Disney has announced a brand new animated series, Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, will be debuting on Disney Plus on Star Wars Day on May the 4th. It'll also be debuting on the Disney Junior channel on the same day. We've had it confirmed so far for the United States and Canada. I suspect it will be a global release, but as of yet, we've not had official confirmation. This new series is set within the High Republic era, and it's an animated series that follows Jedi younglings as they study the way of the Force, explore the galaxy, help citizens and creatures in need, and learn valuable skills needed to become a Jedi along the way. Now, obviously, this is a show for preschool kids. It is not, it's not being made for adults. It's kind of a way to get kids into it, which I think is really cool, because I know with my nephews, they kind of really got into Marvel because of the preschool Marvel shows. Star Wars doesn't really have that. So I think this is a nice little segue into it. We've also had confirmation that 2 new series are going to be arriving next month. On the Disney Channel, we'll be getting the 3rd season of The Secrets of Sulphur Springs. We're also going to be getting a new series called Saturdays. They have been confirmed to be arriving on March the 24th on the Disney Channel. and they'll be shortly available on Disney Plus in the US afterwards, and obviously internationally they're going to end up on Disney Plus at some point because that's the only place they can go. But now let's talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. No major new original releases. There was supposed to be Dug Days, but that one kind of got delayed, and they kind of took it off all the different official posts last week, and yeah, so that one didn't turn up, so if you're looking for it you won't find it. In the US, there was a whole host of random stuff from A&E. You also got some random Christmas movies from Lifetime. You got some ESPN documentaries. Yeah, so just go in there. There's a whole host of weird stuff in there, so you want to check that out. Again, just more general entertainment going in there, and this seems to be a way of them doing it. Here internationally as well, we did get the finale of Criminal Minds, the latest season, so that one's obviously on Paramount Plus in the US, Disney Plus around the world. A couple of other interesting additions. In Canada, they got the Winnie the Pooh Valentine's special, and here in the UK, we finally got Love, Simon. So I'm going to be watching that, even though I've seen 3 seasons of Love, Victor. I've never actually seen the original film, so it'll be interesting to watch that one over the weekend. Let me know what you're going to be watching on Disney Plus this weekend. Remember to check out the podcast on Saturday. I'll be doing a live Q&A on Sunday. And on that note, guys, thank you very much. See you guys soon. Laters.